just finished the intra-squad scrimmage here in Mankato, the 52nd time it's all done. How does it feel to do it one more time in Mankato?
I love it here. You know, I'm from 20 minutes east of here. Mankato obviously has hosted for 52 straight years. For me, it's been 13, and they are tremendous hosts. They love it here. I'll definitely miss coming here for training camp.
No doubt. And I'll tell you, I even took a drive down south just to enjoy the greenery down here. Yeah. It's nice to get away here for these players.
It is. Good team building, good camaraderie, and we can do that in Eagan, and we will starting next year. But there was something special about this place, and so many people, former players, coaches, staff, will talk about it that way. So it will always have a place in Vikings history.
You know, fans, it's always the quarterback position. It's sexy. We just hear Teddy Bridgewater's name announced, and they love him. But to be honest, Sam Bradford's had a heck of a camp. Talk about him.
I think he has, and I think tonight he really did some things that make you excited to watch this offense. And I think, Tom, so many previous seasons, especially lately, you've been excited when the defense is on the field, and you're holding your breath when the offense is. And I think Sam is going to allow us to be excited about the offense being on the field again. I just see so much arm talent with him. I see the ability to fit the football into a tight spot, the ability to put touch on passes, control and command at the line of scrimmage. And we felt that way about Teddy before he got hurt, but then Teddy got hurt. And it's great that we feel that way about Sam now.
But he's not alone. He's got some weapons. Dalvin Cook, he's got a little shake on him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He has speed and he has patience. And we're not used to that because Adrian was a violent, fast runner. He would receive the handoff and be at the line of scrimmage full speed. This is a different style that Dalvin Cook has. You've seen it now. He's patient. He sets up his blocks, but he's got great burst and speed. It's a really good combination. And I'm excited for Murray to get into the action a little bit and see what that rotation looks like with him, because I think we have three really good running backs.
I do too, and to do that, you got to have the line. Everybody's concerned about the line. We have some new additions starting to gel. I'm seeing guards pulling, centers pulling, a little bit more athleticism. Tell the fans what that's going to do for this team.
Well, I think it's going to allow the running backs to have a lot of cutback lanes, and it's going to allow Pat Shurmur to use running backs in the passing game with screens, because you can get linemen that have the athleticism to get out in front of those screens and block. That puts Jerick McKinnon in a position to succeed. You can even get some of those guys out in space in front of receivers with some of the bubble screens and things of that nature. So I like what it does, because if you're having issues with pass protection, if you can use the athleticism of the offensive lineman in the screen game, it can help you offset that.
Well, I'll tell you what's interesting is you turn over to the other side of the ball, we're locking up three people all of a sudden. And we've got players like Linval, we've got Xavier now signed up. That continuity, that security makes a big difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. And I think they're probably doing some really good things behind the scenes. Rick Spielman, Rob Brzezinski with the cap numbers and planning for 2018 and 2019. But for the here and now, it really solidifies and gives security to a core group of players on defense. And there's going to be more coming up. Daniil Hunter, Eric Kendricks, Anthony Barr, Stephon Diggs on offense. But they have a really good start so far on trying to manage the cap and keep this young core of players together.
No doubt. Fans are excited about it. Everybody says Super Bowl. That Super Bowl is in Minnesota. Be a short trip. How should these fans feel about this team this year and the opportunity to actually be there and be the home team in Minnesota?
Well, one thing that they have to do with the Vikings to get there is they have to win close games. In 2015, they were 4-2 in one-score games. Last year, they were 2-4. They flipped it around. An 8-8 team, give them 2 more wins in close games, and now you're vying for playoff positioning. And I think they're more than 2 wins better than they were last year if they stay healthy along the offensive line and if they execute in late game situations. Now here tonight, the defense did a great job of executing in a late game situation. So that's encouraging. Offense, defense, and special teams, they have to be better with under 5 minutes to go, and Mike Zimmer has been honing in on that at this camp.
One key opening right now is that outside linebacker spot that Chad Greenway left open. Ben Gideon's been seeing some action. He's looking pretty good. What are your thoughts on that position?
Yeah, they can go a number of different ways. They can go with Gideon. They can put Lemur or Edmund Robinson there, or they can have it be by committee. It's probably 20 to 25 snaps a game, I would say, or less. Yeah. So it's not insignificant, but I think it's very opponent dependent which guy is going to be the guy. But you're right. Ben Gideon has looked really good in that role.
And we have some depth. And I'll tell you what, fans are excited. I know you are as well. We appreciate you stopping by tonight. I want everybody to make sure they dial into Vikings.com and the Viking Entertainment Network. See MIke Wobschall. So in Mankato, I'm Tom Moore with MIke Wobschall. Good night, everybody.